was all trying to pitch in to get him some head.
I support the vision.
What?
Not me.
But it was only under the condition if we sat there and watched him do it.
Yeah, and film it. and film it.
Guys, for context, I met you at a shoot and I DM'd you. I was like, hey, you want to run a podcast with your friends?
And then I ignored you. No, I said yes.
He actually said yes.
Yeah. I was actually with them.
Yeah.
When you reached out. Yeah.
And I don't know any of these people. They could be killers. Like, they could be really Ted Bundy.
Oh, nobody's making it up.
Yeah, this is why
it's
quiet.
Everyone here's getting clipped.
Yeah. Okay, first, you guys should introduce yourselves.
In Japanese.
Oh,
Mike sounded like you were ready.
Why we start with me, bro? My real name is Safon, but
Well,
the internet calls me Saru. So that's Japanese.
They call you Monkey?
Yeah, they call you monkey.
That translation is crazy.
Your name. I forgot that translation.
Okay.
My name is Devontae.
Devontae, nice to meet you. I feel like you're so proper and formal. I feel like I need to sit like this.
He's actually the most dangerous.
Oh,
He's the only one out of us that has a car.
Oh, wow. What is your name?
Kazuo, I guess. Yeah.
I'm Khan.
Okay, what do you guys do? Do you guys all do music?
Nah.
I just make guys.
No.
Do you make music too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. What kind of music do you make?
I make porn music actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like the shit you see on the ads. That's me. The music
Shout out to
underneath.
you. Is it lucrative?
I mean, look, bro. Who you know out here doing
He's
like,
here. He's actually in debt, bro. He owes Angela White like $300,000.
Hey, why you name dropping, bro? You putting my business out there. See, I don't be lying on your name. Why you lying on mine?
Angela White?
No, he knows Angela White.
Oh, do you really?
Is that a store?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we met like once or twice.
She's like a mom, bro. What do you guys even
Bro, okay, first of all, y'all dragging this to the ground, bro. I met her through a friend and that's it. That's crazy.
So you're into moms?
Yeah, I am. Are
What's
you into dads?
I don't think so.
Wait,
What's the oldest you'll date?
I don't really have a cutoff, you feel me?
Really?
Like, if
You
they
go
look
69
good,
years old
yo,
fully.
if they look good,
Fuck yeah.
how
old is Oprah?
Oh, you
Well, you're trying to get the free car.
I don't even think it's about looks.
Well, what's your age limit?
Like, realistically, like
Yeah.
33.
33.
That's not too bad.
That's
That's
pretty
not
specific.
Wait, but like, okay, is that...
By what metric?
Depends on how mature they are, too. If they're trying to get married right now, I don't think that's for me.
What if it was like
Yeah.
a 33-year-old that acted like us?
No.
I hope.
Are you talking about dating or hooking up?
Okay, let's do both. What's the oldest you go for dating and oldest you go for hooking up?
Okay. Dating?
I'm a virgin.
You and I both.
So I would date
Mm-hmm.
probably like 40 something.
Really?
That's crazy.
Like relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, you like
Hell yeah.
oh.
I'll fuck with a sugar mama.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Yeah, like a little sugar mama wanna, you know what I'm saying, take care of me. I'm cool with that.
Oh, yo, man's right there. Agreeing to
You see?
Yo, must have spit like that. He's spitting right now. I ain't gonna lie. You trying to talk in that talk? I'm cool
Wait,
with
so
that.
you guys don't mind like a woman that will take care of you? You don't care about that dynamic?
I don't care.
Okay.
I can't take care of myself.
What about just a hook up?
80?
Like 60 something. Like,
60 some.
That's
Dusty pussy.
crazy.
Listen. If an old rich woman want me to make
What if it's a broke?
What if she's
What if she broke?
she can't be broke.
Damn.
Can't be old and broke.
Yeah.
Pick a struggle. Like
65 is where you can get retirement. So it's like you're not broke. You still get
You
retirement
trying to
funds.
take these women's retirement money?
I'm not trying to take it.
They can
right
take
here with
it.
a will.
I'm not good. First of all, I'm not taking nothing, right?
Okay.
I'm giving her and she giving me bread.
What do you mean? She can't take
So
it.
you
Well,
think about it,
And at this
it's
point,
just legal prostitution.
She's gonna write me in the will. She catch all the she want.
You guys have a younger age? I mean, apart from illegal stuff.
The youngest I would like fuck with entirely is like
That's
probably
crazy.
like 21.
21. Okay.
you predator.
What? I'm 25.
Exactly.
Who's most toxic?
In terms of what?
Relationships.
I feel like it's not fair to say the most toxic. You just been through the most relationships.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a good friend. Look
You know,
at
you
you.
just been through the
Yeah,
most.
we're talking about relationships. I'm not toxic, but outside of relationships, I guess you could say.
Okay, what do you guys consider toxic?
Not worshiping.
Shit
you.
like
Well, I think we
That's
answered that
crazy.
So,
If you don't come to the crib and kiss my toes, like,
yeah,
what-
you
what
gotta
doing?
give up your dreams for me.
Cause that's my thing though. Like I wouldn't really consider myself toxic. I just think like out of the group, I've probably dealt with the most women, but I'm a really cool guy. Like,
You say
That's
I
what
don't
all toxic people say.
none of y'all can ever like name a single situation where I've been like toxic towards a woman, bro.
I mean, I can't name anything.
Nah, I
You
can't.
feel me? Like I'm super
I
yeah.
think
Like
we're all pretty wholesome.
if a woman treats me nice, I'll treat her super
Is that
nice.
true?
say
I feel
we're
like I
all
have
pretty
to.
wholesome.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're getting more honest now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if a
Okay.
woman treats me nice, I treat her super nice.
What's the nicest thing a girl has done for you?
Worship.
If you.
Exist?
Being there in my
Oh.
I'm
life.
fully lying.
Okay.
That's not true.
No.
Okay.
That's actually cap.
Yeah, leave.
Allow me to open up.
Low-key a bar, I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie.
I would say that's the nicest thing a woman's ever done for me.
Oh, how does someone do that? Making you feel comfortable or?
Listen,
Okay.
You know? you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't listen.
Bro, you acted mad light skin right now.
How was that light?
I should be saying the shit
That's
you were saying right
real,
now.
but that's real though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a Drake bar right there.
Yeah,
that was
That's
a
real,
Drake
that's
bar.
real, that's real. What about you?
Me? I think there was one time that she went all the way to Times Square to buy like 12 of my favorite drink from this random restaurant where I was just like, yo, this is mad good. And then for my birthday, she just went and got 12 of them shits. And I had to be like, what, 35 pounds that you just lugged on your back?
Damn.
From Times Square all the way to Harlem, pulled
Real
up to
one.
my classroom in college and was like, yeah, these is feet. With a nice little note on my God. It's like
Wow.
the cutest thing. It would have been realer if you walked from Times Square to Harlem. If you really loved him.
I did though. I walked from Times Square to the Bronx. Then the next day to Harlem.
Because you know we have a subway system.
What's the nicest thing a girl has said?
Probably taking care of me when I was sick.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I was like, I think I had like COVID. I was like, and low key, it was one of those like, damn, like you probably shouldn't even be in the room right now. But like she was like, I don't care about getting.
That's dumb. That's really irresponsible. You're a biological weapon.
What's the nicest thing you've done for a girl?
Exist. Say yes.
Kiss him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make eye contact. I usually don't do premarital eye contact.
Right. What about you? What's the nicest thing you've done for a girl? AKA your girlfriend.
Or other girls.
Oh no! Don't do that. That's a trap. That's a
Yeah,
trap.
no.
Anything for them. That's a trap. I did nothing for them. I never go to the Bronx. That's like no man's land for me. I went up into the Bronx because she lives there. She's the only girl from the Bronx. You could stop it. You could stop it there. You went to the Bronx. I went to the Bronx.
Yo, that's crazy.
I love how the Bronx,
haters.
because it's from the both. Like she went to like Harlem, right? Got some shit for you. You went to the Bronx.
That's true.
Your whole reference is, yeah, we went into enemy territory.
Facts. I was behind enemy lines to deliver fried chicken.
How did you guys meet?
First date. It was like what was it, orientation? And I just seen her sitting there and she looked all mean and I was just like, yo bro, I'm about to sit next to her. And my man was just like, I don't think she was looking real inviting right now. I was like, she's looking inviting to me. So I sat down and I just started yapping.
Are you guys all single? Or are you guys in relationships?
Anyways, next question.
Next question. See ya.
So definitely the most toxic one.
I'm
Okay.
definitely cuffed.
Okay.
I'm a loyal man. So.
Okay.
I'm the only one that's single.
What?
I'm loyal to cheating.
Why? 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 Why?
Okay. I mean, at least you have some type.
That's the type of person that dig his own hole.
Do you
I
guys
mean, is it
cheat?
really cheating if they're cool with it, right? Because
No.
if she worships him, right, that means she got to be okay with whatever he do. So it's like, is that really cheating if she's like, oh, you know, you my God, so you go out and do whatever gods do.
Yo.
You feel?
What is dating like in Japan?
I think it can be difficult for people like me. Yeah, I only track like a certain type of people. I feel like, I don't know, but also just don't like be searching. I feel like it's much more satisfying when you don't like search, when you just get into it. You slip and fall into the pussy, slip and fall into the trip, fall.
Falling into the pussy
Sorry, I'm not-
accidentally? That sounds like a charm right there, bro.
What if I was naked?
Your humor is probably really dark, huh?
No.
Yes.
If a girl like tried to fight you in public, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm going home.
Yeah, I gotta go home.
I'm going home.
Let her win.
I don't do the whole arguing in public thing.
Yeah. That's too embarrassing for me.
What if your girl is trying to fight someone? Like, what do you do in that situation?
Cheer her.
Hold on.
You got this, babe.
Hold on. Is she winning the fight or losing the fight?
Ooh.
That's a bar.
Let's say they're now starting, so you don't know which way it's gonna go.
Alright, so if it's a physical fight, I'm gonna let my shorty get her ones.
Yeah.
Now, if she start losing,
You
I might have to sneak in for a little bit.
Right.
Wait, but
You know
on
what I'm
another
saying?
shorty?
Yeah.
You would sneak it.
Anything for my girl to fuck.
Nah, you got it.
Yeah, anything for my girl to fuck. She fighting a guy, I'm gonna tell her that's you step back. Like that's
Okay.
my problem. I deal
Okay.
with.
I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in violence.
You would let your girl get beat up.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
crazy.
I would run. I ain't gonna lie, I would look at my girl, I'd be like, yo, I hope you good at running, bro. Cause I'm not fighting and I know you not built for this fight.
Yeah.
So we better, yo, you better be a track star, bro, cause I'm not fighting.
Yeah, this is why I wear athletic gear.
And I started boxing for a reason.
Yeah,
It's on like Donkey Kong.
I
I'm
would
looking
fight.
for an excuse.
I bring a backpack that has running shoes in it.
Yeah.
So if
Right.
shit hits the fan,
Right.
bust it out, I'll be like, yo, put these on quick, bro.
How would you feel knowing that Devontae, he's been training, and then he gets into a fight and he loses? How would you feel about that?
I feel like out of respect, because he stood up for you, you should still respect that.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
probably jump in, start fighting.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
the Bronx.
I
That's
got
the Bronx
a
right there.
question for you.
That's the Bronx right there.
If you got a man's, right, and he's fighting and he's losing, how you feeling, bro?
Am I dating this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's serious.
Like, would you start being like, damn, like, would you get the ick if you start losing?
If I'm already dating him, I won't get the ick. But if I'm not dating him, definitely
if,
getting the
if it's
ick.
like,
Like, if it's
it's
just
like
like
talking
talking
stage.
stage.
If it's talking stage, definitely getting the ick.
But what if it's somebody that's just like yo, like twice his body, you know, like he
What is the... Okay, it also depends on how he handles the situation.
Oh, like if he's like being mad rambunctious and trying to start shit.
Like, you know when a guy is still like winning the fight even when he's losing the fight?
No. Oh yeah. I can think about it. I got jumped a lot in middle school. I got jumped a lot. There was 5 of them. Alright.
And you didn't win that?
No.
Wait, in Japan?
Yeah. You know what's crazy is like I fought all of them individually and one that, which is why they all came together.
So you see, that wouldn't be
Great
an ick.
Avengers?
That wouldn't ick me.
Okay, so what's your top 5 icks?
Oh, one of them is if a guy can't handle his liquor.
Ick.
Nah, he could definitely handle his liquor.
Like, if we're dating and maybe one time you blacked out, okay, that's different. But then if it's before we're dating and we're all going out and you're throwing up on the street or something
Oh,
like
no,
that,
that's
that's
great.
like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
definitely
great.
it.
Number one ick. I don't like women who use their men as like attack dogs.
Oh.
Like they get into fights in
Yeah.
public and they're like, yo, fuck him up.
I fuck with
It's like, yo, that's crazy. You don't respect me as a human being. You just
Right.
throw me out like I'm your guard dog. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I got one.
What?
This is more towards like I guess like extroverted people. I can't fuck with people who have to rely on other humans. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Let's tell it.
I think I have a top 5.
Okay, go off.
You can't list off your exes, bro.
One would be if we can't have a genuine conversation. If every time we talk, we can't ever get deep about anything, then I'll probably get turned off. 2, if you have a severe lack of confidence, like self-confidence, because I'm very confident within myself and I'm attracted to women who are also very confident. If you can't have fun without drugs or liquor, that's probably 3. 4, if you don't get along with none of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I'm friends with the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't get along with them, I don't know what's wrong with you. Shit. Number 5.
Those are actually all valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like legitimate points.
You're going off. I have like no jokes.
Oh, and number 5, if you don't drink water.
Oh yeah.
I've heard some girls generally say they don't like drinking
Nah,
water.
you know what? This
No,
is
you know what it
nasty,
is?
Judge.
It's a girl thing, I think.
that y'all just don't like to take care of yourselves. What happened to self-care? I want to jump off what you said, specifically about like girls not drinking water, because this ick is like kind of not her fault, but it just kind of turned me
about to
off.
get real specific.
Cause it's like when a shorty pees in your mouth.
Huh?
But like hold on.
That's an ick, bro. That's an ick.
Yo, bro, no, cause like
Pause.
Pause.
but I don't. You have to, bro. I'm just saying.
Pause.
I'm not saying that's what we was doing, right? Like I'm not saying she was standing above me, like I'm like you know,
Like she let off a little. We don't gotta.
yeah. Cause like I thought it seemed like she was getting to that point of release, right? While I'm like down there in mouth, you know, right? And then suddenly I just feel warm liquid. And I'm thinking at first I was like, oh shit, you know, like I'm getting the release. But then it starts tasting really weird. And I just it's just warm liquid. And I was like, yo, I low-key, I ain't gonna lie, I puked in my mouth a little bit. And then she's like real apologetic, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like this never happened, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not a freak, bro.
That was
swear to God,
that was.
Like
God, you don't have to talk about this,
bro. And then I had to leave. All right, I had to leave the situation because I was completely turned. Like every ounce of my body was just disgust.
Overall, your ick is when they don't use the bathroom when they're supposed to.
Yeah, well,
Batman couldn't have got that out of you.
let's move on.
Anyways, next question.
It's so crazy that you said jumping off of what you said. I thought you were actually gonna say something that was close to what you said.
Let me add to your
wait. So to that point though, because her shit was real yellow.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know?
Yeah, if it's like period, I don't mind. You can make a little Japan flag. It don't matter.
Yo.
What? Sorry, I don't think before I say it.
So you guys don't mind having sex while your girl is on their period?
Yeah, it's gonna hurt more.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna hurt more.
I mean, if
more
it's
for her.
sex, then it's sex.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not eating it like they are.
Yeah, word.
But I'm probably.
You're getting wet either way.
I mean, I've done it a couple times, but like,
I mean, of course.
I'm not a fan of it. You know?
Yeah, I'm not barbaric. We put a towel. So what? I gotta taste a little penny.
I like how while y'all was talking about this, two of the blackest motherfuckers in the room looked at each other.
You know one more ick I had though? Pushovers. I feel like in the beginning, if we're not dating, if they kind of like are pushed over and just do everything I say, I don't think I like that.
I feel that.
Like just don't be so available.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I would say the same thing about women too.
Go to work. Cheat on me a little.
Alright.
Start another family. That's what my dad was doing.
If I had
So what are some green flags?
Gotta be on the same toxic timing, and if you are, that's a green flag.
kind of my green flags are like the opposite of my red flags. Like,
That's what it is, bro.
You're such an asshole.
You kind of right though.
He's actually not wrong.
When water hits me, I get wet.
like when I said that, I'm like before I said a red flag was like an example, like a shorty that's not confident in herself, but a green flag is a shorty who is confident. I ain't gonna lie, I low key like cocky, like
You like cock? I'm sorry. You just give me so much material.
I like shorties that have a sense of style. Like when we outside walking together, like act like you know what's going on. Like you will be walking with a girl and like she just be lost 24/7 because she expects you to lead the whole way. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm saying, we both walking outside like, why are you looking over there while we walking this way? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think a green flag is she give good head.
I don't think anybody would disagree with
That's
that.
sometimes one of the, like, when they just be going crazy, you just be like, man, what am I mad about? You know? That's a great flag.
Have you ever been in a situation where you got bad head and was like everything
100%.
else about you was cool, but the head was so bad? you
Yeah,
stopped?
like it's crazy. Like, how do you suck at sucking?
I had a shorty with braces one time. Like, I shaved my shit, so my shit, like, my pubic hair is, like, a little shorter, right? But, like, when she was sucking it, some of my shit got caught in her braces.
Oh my god.
And then when she pulled back, I hear the
Oh.
and I was just like, yo, bro, like, the amount of pain I felt.
Oh shit.
And my shit went soft immediately in her mouth.
Oh shit.
You know how wild it is to have your dick go soft in
no.
a girl's mouth? Pubes was actually painful. At least with the pee, I could spit it out, you know?
Right.
Put some mouthwash.
Mouthwash.
Put some mouthwash in
and
there.
then
brush
go
my
back
teeth.
into it.
Yeah.
I actually can't imagine your love life. Like, what is your love life even looking like?
I'm very low key.
What do you like to your girlfriend?
Mean.
Nah, he's mad sweet.
Nah, I'm
He's
mad sweet.
mad
Oh, is
sweet.
he?
He's lying.
Okay.
I've seen him. I've seen him. And he's like,
I'm lovey dovey.
he genuinely really cares.
Like
about,
I am very
yeah.
light skinned. Drake lyric, but the good ones.
Do you guys walk around naked around each other?
No.
Nah,
I
I wish.
What do you mean by that?
I'm pretty sure they've seen my shit.
You guys won't go to a Japanese hot spring, huh?
I would.
Okay, so there's a divide here.
Here
He's about.
is the most open person on the planet, bro.
Okay.
He be doing some freaky ass shit. Me and Vontae, I'm not even gonna include you in this because you be on some weird shit sometimes too.
Sometimes.
Me and
all the time. What the fuck is you talking
As long as you know.
I don't know if this was with you specifically, but there was one time y'all pulled up to my crib, and I think I was taking a shower, and I just walked out butt naked. And I was just chasing after them. And we was just running around the crib, and he's just like, Con, stop it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get you.
When you go on dates with a girl, is it splitting the bill? Are you guys paying? Do you like what is your
Man, depends on the occasion. If it's just like a regular
first date?
First date.
I'm paying. Yeah.
I think it depends on like who asked who first. Because if she's asking me out on a date, then it's like I'm okay with splitting it 50-50. But if I ask you out, like I'm going out of my way because I'm interested in you, then it's like of course I'm gonna pay. You know?
We both dining and dashing, bro.
It's also valid too.
Every date that I go on, I expect that I'm the one paying. But like, if a woman were to offer to pay, then like you gain a lot of respect from me. Like I would be like, damn, I didn't expect you to pay, but the fact that you offered to pay, like, shit, like I'll eat your pussy right after this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of respect that I gain from you.
Shorty takes you on a nice fucking restaurant. I don't know, like some place in Soho or whatever.
Nobu.
Yeah, Nobu. That's a good example. And she pays for all that, and you give in her head. Will you let her pee in your mouth a little?
That is
You're
true.
crazy because you said going off of that as well.
I'm saying.
I feel like that,
Why y'all keep taking my points and turning it into piss play?
I feel like the last few conversations, everything just like led to pee. I'm not so sure about that.
I think you like piss play.
I don't.
It's called water sports.
What's the pettiest thing you've done?
I don't know if it's petty, but it was for my safety as well, my mental health. I lived with a former partner. We were splitting half and half on rent. Then I just wasn't feeling her anymore, and I left it to her.
Damn.
Moved back here.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if that was for my safety.
When I was in high school, a shorty accused me of cheating so much that I was like, I might as well start fucking with the girl you think I'm fucking with.
I might as well make you correct.
So my thing is, right, is that I could not be a cheater, but you could make me one. Like,
Nah, no one should be able to make you a cheater though.
oh, this is when I was young though. That was high school logic. High school logic, go. You feel me?
Right.
Like a girl like you don't gotta like her back, but because a girl like you, your girlfriend probably think that you know what I'm saying? You giving a girl a reason to fuck with you.
So if you have a girlfriend and another girl likes you, do you think it's your job to make it clear so that the girl doesn't think anything, or you think the girl just needs to be confident in the relationship?
I think both.
I was gonna say both too. Don't give me a hard time about it. You should trust me.
Word.
But it's also like it's also up to me to make sure like I don't entertain the bullshit.
Yeah, especially if I'm not like showing like paying the other
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
Like I'm just doing my own shit.
Like clearly this girl gotta understand that I don't have nothing to do with her.
If your girlfriend went out and there was a guy that gave her their jacket, would you feel a type of way?
First
my
off,
shirt, my girl gotta say
First
no.
off, why did she also bring her jacket?
Say like I FaceTime you after you get out the club. And then you got a whole other nigga like jacket.
Right.
That's crazy. I'm be like, yo, who jacket you got on?
Yeah.
Oh, some random guy gave. Have fun with that dude.
So what's too friendly for you guys? Where do you draw the line and you're like, nah, that's too much?
You can't be at that nigga crib.
Yeah. Can't be in the crib doing solo hangouts.
No, okay. Solo hangouts.
No, solo hangouts at the crib.
Oh yeah. That's
That's OD.
stuff.
What
I don't
about
have a
with friends?
problem.
What about with other friends?
They could be
Or
friends.
like another friend.
Oh, you mean like a group thing? Yeah,
Not
if it's
like-
a group thing. It's a group thing.
Like another person. Like,
Oh, like three
So
people.
3 people.
No, you can't be at this dude crib. But here's my thing too, right? Women are not oblivious, bro. You know if that dude like you. You know what I'm saying? You know if that dude trying to hit on you. So if you know the dude trying to hit on you and you still at the dude crib, come on, like you playing games at this point. You know
That
what
is
I'm saying?
true. That is true. Do you think girls and guys can be friends, or you think no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But never just the two of them hanging out if you're dating the girl.
No, I think they can.
Yeah, I think we can hang out as long as you don't like me.
Okay.
I think there just needs to be like, that is just a conversation that needs to be had
Word.
with your girl, being like, look, this person is, they're just my friend.
So do you think you start at 100% trust of like a girl that you like, and then if they lose it, you stop trusting them, or do you think they have to get to 100% trust?
I feel like I started 100% because I'm not a bitch. You feel me?
I think like the talking stage is when it gets to the
Yeah, you gotta get into it.
Because then you kind of know what their character is after talking to them for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Word.
Because you never want to go into a new relationship scarred by the last ones. You're like, I can't trust you. It's like,
Word.
you can't trust. You're not ready for a relationship.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right. You too traumatized right now.
And because the way I look at relationships now is we gotta be talking for a long time in order for me to get into a relationship with you.
Right.
By the time I feel comfortable enough to be like, alright, like you mine. Nobody fucking with nobody else. Like you mine. At that point, I trust you 100%. And I think 100% trust comes with a lack of insecurity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I am confident within myself. Like, not even on no cocky shit, I feel like everyone should be like, who better than me? Like, you cuffed me for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cuffed you for a reason.
For me, I think it's like, if I give you 100% of my trust, it's like you said, you know, we built that up. So if you did something for me to lose that, especially for you to go to zero, I'm not gonna lie, like, I do believe in second chances, but there's some things I'm like, nah.
Yeah, nah.
You can't get a second chance.
Some shit is like so bad. It's like, why the fuck did you even do that shit?
Yeah.
Disrespect me or cheating, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, for me, it's like, nah, like, second chances is not a vibe with that, man. Like,
if we're not talking about cheating, alright, so let's say, like, I opened up to you about something that was really personal to me, and that was a personal conversation between me and you, and then you started telling other people my business, then it's like, now you making me feel like I can't open up to you no more.
Right.
To something similar to that, it's more so if I like open up to you, and then let's just say we get into a disagreement, and you use that shit against me. Fucking low.
that just shows your character, because it's like, yo, you high-key manipulative right
Yeah,
now.
like you really
I don't
petty
like
over
that.
some
That
small
is
shit.
true.
This is why I left Shorty with my half of the rent.
Something that I low-key, it's like, if I relied on you to do something and you flopped on me, and like, I guess this could go for friendships too, like knowing how important it is, they like flop on it or they fail and they don't even give a good reason, right? They just like, oh, I forgot. That shit is something that low-key will put me down, because it's like, you're showing me I can't rely on you to do like important stuff. You can't do certain things for me, and I'm doing these things for you. It's kind of like, that would make me like not completely break up, but it would very much make me question the relationship.
I think it's something that either your girlfriend or your friend can do that is the opposite of that. That makes you like, oh, I can rely on this person.
There was a time I think like someone like either pressed me or like just said something disrespectful to me, and Saru like low key like got like yo, don't talk about my mans like that, and he low key got like, he got mad that someone was disrespecting me. Right? And it's like, that to me, I think when I looked at that, I was like, that's my man.
Yeah. So that's like a true loyalty test.
Yeah.
You can even be by nature not a confrontational person, but you've seen somebody that you claim to give a fuck about, and you're not trying to like protect them. Like, what the fuck is
There's
he doing?
times you need to drop your balls.
I would say one thing that like kept our friendship together was like we're always there for each other. Whether it be like verbally, physically, you know what I'm saying? Like they know me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm usually like a calm person, but like when it gets to that point, I'm usually the first person to turn up. They've never disrespected me, so, you know, it's always been a good friendship.
Except when I chase you naked.
I'll get you.
Would you at least
That's
touch your
crazy.
man's meat just for a little bit?
Hey, yo!
I always think you're about to say something smart and then you just go. You just start.
What if Cloud was like 3 seconds from dying?
If you just stroke it a little bit, it'll bring me back to like my last breath. And like my last wish is for you to touch my meat. Are you doing it?
What if it was a
Like,
legal
make a wish
wish?
foundation, bro.
One time I was on stream, it was an E-Day, right? And the question got asked, like, if your man's like got bit by a poisonous snake on his dick, would you suck the blood out?
Okay, actually, yeah, I want to know the answer.
Yeah, would you suck the blood out in order to save him, right? So what I did was I called one of my main mans. I called Eli. I said, yo, bro, if you got bit on the dick by a snake, poisonous snake, and I had to suck the blood out to save you, what would you like? You know what I'm saying? What would you want me to do? He said, nah, let me die again. Word, you feel me? Like,
Why didn't you call me, bro?
so why didn't you call me?
Hey, yo.
Because I would have given you a completely
What was it like for you living in Japan?
Growing up here.
Yeah.
Well, first I came here when I was like 4. Then I went to an American school from like kindergarten to 3rd grade, and then my dad leaves and starts a new family and all that, and then I started going to Japanese like public school from there to like 8th grade, and it was just like a fucking culture shock. It was just crazy to me that I felt like a foreigner, even though I have Japanese citizenship, and like a lot of kids were not fucking with me because I was the only black kid at my school. I don't even know how they found out about the N-word. Like, we're all 8. How do you know about that? Bullying in Japan is like fucking crazy. Because it's not just like physical shit, of course, like I was fighting shit, but they get into you like psychologically. Like they try to really fuck with you, try to find you. If they see an insecurity, any fear, they're gonna exploit the fuck out of that. So I had to deal with that shit almost every day, and that's how I even learned how to fight, was because I had like no choice but to. My father wasn't gonna teach me that shit, but the fact that I had to protect myself somehow, and that continued throughout, middle school. By then, like, there was one other black kid at my school, and he would have my back at times too. But yeah,
that was me.
Yeah. but weirdly enough, he doesn't know how to introduce himself in Japanese.
Right.
When I went to New York, I moved to Washington Heights, and even though it's not the best neighborhood, that's when I felt like I was starting to have like the most fun in my life. Because I look like this, people think I look Dominican, so I already blended in with the neighborhood.
Right.
So nobody was gonna fuck with me unless they found out I was Asian. Even then they didn't fuck. They just were like, oh shit, cool. Say something in Japanese. Like that was yeah. They always do that shit. When I came back here as an adult, like 3 years ago, the shit that people used to hate on me for, that I got picked on for, that's what they love, right? I took y'all to Yokohama, how you saw
yeah, how
crazy.
Like I saw a lot of Asian people with locks.
Yeah. And
how do you guys feel about that?
I don't fuck with it. Straight like that, bro. Like clearly, you're not really a fan of black people.
Yeah.
So you just like the black aesthetic.
Yeah.
And you run into that a lot, especially in America, and seeing that out here too.
Yeah.
It bothers me.
I went off about this. This is how I feel about just like the Japanese like hip hop rap community. I feel like even a lot of rappers do this shit here. I feel like not only is it a caricature, but it feels like a fucking cosplay. And even not even just within the looks, but like the lyrics too. They just take all the negative stereotypes associated with black people, just like, that's just like a whole aesthetic to them. And when I came back here, I came from New York or whatever, and their only view of New York is like projects.
It's like for Africa, how they think it's like all jungles and animals.
Yeah, exactly. Like huts or whatever. Yeah.
I've met a lot of people that really think, like you said, it's just jungles and animals.
They think all of Africa is starving for water.
No, facts.
A lot of that has to do with American media as well.
Yeah, education.
Because like they show you the ads where like a lot of black kids are like begging for water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're struggling.
It's crazy because I feel like even the people that don't know about Africa, that's the Africa they want to experience.
Yeah.
Because I remember meeting this girl that was a bartender in Japan, and she was like, oh, I want to visit Ghana, like I'd love to go. She was like, I want to go to like the village and build the mud houses. And I was like, oh, there's like a bunch of like bars and like malls. I'll show you to her. She was like, yeah, but I want the real authentic experience. I was like, that's not even the real. To be fair, like those areas do exist, but it's not like the entirety of what.
But to describe it as like real and authentic, like
whether it be related to where you're from or just like in general, have you guys ever felt like you had some type of not identity crisis, but you felt like you didn't belong to a particular place type thing?
The only time I ever felt like I didn't belong in an area was like
Minnesota.
I feel like I was gonna get cloned out there. But I enter every situation believing that you can't tell me I don't belong anywhere. I'm a human, you a human, and as long as I show the area respect, you can't tell me I don't belong anywhere. As a black man in America, I do feel like there's certain parts of America you can't even go.
Like sundown towns.
Like sundown towns. Like there's I wish I could show y'all the map, but there's a map of America that shows you where black people are safe.
The Green Book.
Exactly, the Green Book. If you do a road trip through America, it tells you where, as a black person, you should not stop. You would think that this shit don't happen no more. There's still black people getting hung in secret. There's still black people getting kidnapped and lynched in secret. Like
fetishization is a. I feel like some people don't get the fact that fetishization is a type of racism.
Oh my gosh!
Right,
Wait, do you get this? I've had people tell me, "I like you. I want to have kids like you."
Yeah.
Like I want to have kids like you. I've always wanted to date your type.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
That is so
that's
weird.
really weird.
Yeah,
It's really weird,
yeah.
right?
I had a lot of white girls say that. I feel like, oh my god, you. It is crazy because they'll say like, oh, you little Asian babies. Oh my god, you Asians make the cutest babies. I'm like,
or they just be like mixed baby,
so
mixed babies is so cute. I'm like,
I can't be anybody's first black boyfriend.
In the South, racism is very outward. So
Yeah.
they say exactly what the fuck they're thinking. In Florida, these niggas, they'll say exactly what they're thinking. They'll be like, oh, is your dick really big? And like, what the fuck?
what are you doing? Coming from a black Asian person, bro.
I don't know where you're going.
yeah, what's the mix, bro?
Exactly.
What's the combination?
Which one?
I remember your response to it. It's
Extra
like
medium.
my shit is small, but it's super girthy. Like I got the. I remember you said I had the fattest chose.
Sure.
I remember you said
My shit look like Madison Square Garden. I ain't gonna make it to the end of the hall, but I'm touching the walls for sure.
Like hanging out with them, I felt like my dick got bigger.
Yo, what the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie, bro, cause you got something dangerous in there, bro.
Bro, yo!
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't get to tell him he's wrong.
Right.
Honestly,
One time.
it's not that big.
One time, right?
just let you see.
I was living with him, one of our friends, Jimmy, and one of our friends, Gabe, right? Out in LA.
Okay.
And I was taking a shower.
All these stories start with a shower.
Obviously, I got the door locked because I know how these guys are, right?
Like I said, we're all very open with each other, right? So this man right here be telling me stories, man, about how you be.
Okay.
Shorty be like, ah, and I be like,
bro.
my fault. I'm gonna stop airing shit out. But basically, man,
So you were curious.
I just want to get a glimpse. You know?
No, okay.
No, I don't want to see the. I'm not trying to look. I'm not saying I want to be in a room where he bricked up, right? I'm just saying. Let me get a sneak peek, bro. Cause this is a life I could never have.
So one time I was in the shower, right? And then Jimmy knocks on the door and he's like, yo, like, bro, I really need to take a piss, like, really bad. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to let you in the bathroom because I know you're going to be weird. And like, I'm going to unlock the door, right? It's like one of those glass door showers.
Okay.
So like, I literally go in the corner and I hide my shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, take your piss, bro, and then leave, right? Right? I'm like chilling. And then literally the minute I look to my right, he's like staring, he's like, yo, I'm trying to see my shit.
And then he calls me.
Yes.
It's like,
he calls him and Gabe, and he's like, yo, come in the bathroom. And all three of them run into the bathroom, and they're like, yo, Stephon, come and see your shit, bro.
Mind you, Jimmy is like at least 26 at this time.
At that time, I was just curious, bro, because you gotta realize this is a life that I can't have.
It's kind of cute.
So I just want a glimpse.
Okay, moving on. Honestly, what I'm thankful about though, with growing up in both places, I'm glad that I didn't feel insecure about where I was from.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I had that, I'd be super different once I grew up.
Yeah.
And you said you're mad confident. So where do you think your confidence comes from, and how do you think people who don't have confidence can be confident?
Well, my confidence comes from my dad. I don't have like the best relationship in the world with my dad, but like growing up, like he always taught me that I should love myself. There's a couple lessons that my dad told me that like I always carry with me day by day. Always be nice to workers because you don't know what people are going through. Always be confident in yourself. You have to love yourself. Never let anyone demean who you are as a person. Like when I was really young, I did get bullied a lot. I used to like have a damn near bald head. I had like these really thin glasses. I'm
like,
Do you have a picture?
I'm like,
I
really,
do. I actually
me
do.
too.
This is what I used to look like.
Oh no.
What?
Which one you showing?
I
When I was really young, like I used to get bullied a lot, and like obviously like girls didn't like me and stuff like that. The thing is that I was funny, so like even though the girls didn't think I was like physically attractive, they just found me entertaining. So like it's not that I wasn't getting girls, but like most of the girls that I wanted didn't like me. Like one time I had one of my friends be like, "Yo, tell that girl I like her." He came back and said, "Yo, she said, ew, he's ugly."
What?
Like I dealt with a lot of that like growing up.
But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the guys that pop off for the rest of their lives are guys that were like that.
Yeah, you know, cause I got like a random glow up after I got out of like a 3-year relationship out of high school. I was like, I gotta change my style. I gotta learn how to dress. Like I gotta like, you know, treat myself better. You know, over time as I treated myself better, like my confidence grew. And then one day I had to tell myself that I can't let other people's perception of me change how I feel about myself.
Boom.
When I started kind of thinking of who would I be from a woman's perspective, that's when I started changing, like myself as a person. Like I'm like, okay, I gotta understand how to speak to women. You know, I gotta be more respectful. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, talk to them a different way. Like maybe I should dress a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like they might find this kind of style a little bit more attractive. I'm not gonna lie, like my dad was a player. Bro, my dad used to bring me along when he used to cheat on my moms. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think any of that translated into you, or?
I think the squad.
What you trying to say about him? Did you just call him a thigh? Yeah, I'm trying to
No, because low-key, like what she's saying is she's spitting though, because like the charismatic, like, you know what I'm saying, way of like the suave speaking to a woman, I did get that from my father. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, as growing up, I realized that, you know, the way he treated certain women was wrong. But I'm not gonna lie, how he got certain women, let me get that.
You know, I think what you're saying is really important because you know how now there's like the red pill and there's like the feminists and there's like the extremes. But realistically, both of those are just kind of like trends. And then you're going to end up in the middle where both people have to compromise. What are things that you think girls can do like better to have a more successful relationship, and what guys have to do so that both parties can meet in the middle?
This kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Listen, there's a lot of women that I've interacted in my life. Their only understanding is from a woman's perspective, and I think the only way for a relationship to work is for us to understand each other's perspective. You know, my ideal woman is a person who doesn't jump to assumptions, conclusions, you know what I'm saying, like, and a person who wants to speak to me rather than assume how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And also speak to you peacefully.
Speak to me peacefully.
Let's say there's something I did that maybe you didn't agree with, or maybe you felt disrespected. It's kind of like having that open mindset of like, well, maybe he doesn't understand, so let me approach it at first like, hey, I didn't appreciate what you did. This is how it made me feel. Like, you know, like how can we, rather than being like, oh, you ain't shit, like why did you have to do that, blah, because if you come to me with aggressive energy, I'm not gonna lie.
Turn that aggressive
and even if like maybe like I know in my mind it's not the right thing, but yo, like I'm not gonna lie, you yelling at me right now, like you coming at me, and so my basic instinct is to be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, right?
No, I feel you. I feel like a lot of what you guys are talking about is communication.
Yeah.
But you know something I struggle with that I do need to be better at with communication is, let's say you're dating someone and you have a problem with something they're doing. I agree that most of the time the best thing to do is to communicate that with the person and talk about it. But then there's a part of me that's also like, actions speak louder than words. And there's certain times when people show certain actions, it kind of lets me know the type of person they are, that I don't almost want to talk to them about it.
I like that you brought that up. That's an issue I used to have in my relationships. I was more of a person that like, you have to tell me to do something, rather than like me just naturally knowing to do that thing.
The whole actions speak louder than words. I do agree to an extent, like, yeah, communication is key, but like, let's just say, for example, not to test my loyalty out, like, if these guys get into some conflict, like hands need to be thrown or whatever, they never need to ask me to jump in. You feel me? There's just certain situations where I feel like by default, you gotta act on, you feel me? One time, like I just said, I needed space. Yeah. Shorty was like, you had space yesterday.
This may be something that like probably should be communicated, But like I've always kind of looked at it as like low key, like if you can't do this bare minimum though, I don't ever want my partner to badmouth me.
Right.
In any way. Don't get me wrong, like if I'm going through something, an issue with my relationship, I'll vent to my friends, right? But I'll never disrespect her.
Right.
I'll be like, yo, she's bugging a little bit, like she's giving me shit about this, but I'm never calling her like, oh man, she's being a bitch, she's being a like I would never say that, right? Like I wouldn't want to communicate. Like that's something I would want you to know, like don't badmouth me. You love me, right? And I love you, so I would never like talk bad about you. And if I have to,
gotta give you for sure though, every time you've ever vented to us about your relationship, you always give both sides. You always go like, yo,
you be like, yo, I was bugging on this part.
What do you guys think is out of pocket for your partner to vent to their friends about? Because you know how there's like memes about girls talking about their entire relationship to girlfriends, and probably guys also, you know, vent about stuff to their guy friends. What do you think is exclusive to the relationship that should not leave the bounds on?
Sex.
I think it's like a very intimate thing.
Yeah,
that even for me personally, even if it's in a good way, like even if it was like good or like, oh, he was huge, like I don't want your friends to fucking know that shit. You don't need to know about my body parts. I don't know them like that.
I can't agree with that.
Oh really?
Yeah, gas me up to the world.
I mean, I feel like there's just other parts of me besides the sex to like even gas me up about.
To that point, I agree, but like I think it's fine if they're like, oh yeah, the sex with him is good. Just keep it at that. Like if she's describing like
that's fine.
His dick is like this long.
Yeah, don't get into
and like
detail.
he does. I don't know. For me personally, I just kind of feel uncomfortable. People that I don't know.
Don't get into detail
like
about that shit.
Hold on.
That's what I mean.
I don't know, bro.
It doesn't even have to be relationship related. It's kind of something that you want to focus on to improve this year.
Not holding on to too many grudges. That's my honest answer.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
That's a
My
pretty
honest
good
answer.
one.
I had to think about if I should joke about this or not.
I would say like being a lot more focused on like my goals and being less worried about like materialistic things.
Yeah.
I kind of cut my trip here a little bit short because I wanted to get back to work. When I see these guys, like they inspire me, you know, and they've been like working hard on their goals like longer than I have. I kind of found my stride and found like what I'm supposed to be as a person, like more so recently, like as of like 7 months ago. Like, you know, I started shooting 7 months ago and like, you know, thanks to God, like I blew up on it very quickly, but I'm still fairly new to being in that position. I feel like I still have a lot more work to do.
I struggle with enjoying having fun with friends when I feel like I've not done what I need to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's guilt or
that was literally what I was going to say.
And it might be something we can relate on because we don't have a 9 to 5. So then when you have a 9 to 5, it's kind of like you don't feel guilty if you're going to have fun after 5 p.m. But then with our job, it's kind of like we decide what we need to do that day and no one's telling us to do it. And when we don't do it, no one's telling us to feel bad, but then you kind of feel bad about not doing it. Or I find myself canceling plans a lot of the times because I don't feel like I should be outside having fun when I've not done what I need to do. Because at the end of the day, I do love my friends and people around me, but then if like 6 years, 7 years from now, I've not done what I need to do, it's gonna be like, you guys are cool because you guys get your promotions and your job, but then I'm left behind not doing anything I want to do. And I don't want to be in that position.
I know for me, like what you just said, that was like exact, like trying to enjoy life a little more because like, and you could ask them, there's like so many times I've just canceled on them just because I was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta get this song done, bro. Like, you know, because I've been keeping up with a schedule for the past 2 years of uploading a song every 2 weeks, right? And it's like, and for me, like, low-key, that has been, like, it's been very fun, but at the same time, it's like, I have to sacrifice a lot for that.
I feel like it's kind of the same for me. Like, there's so many memories that these three have that I just wasn't there for because I spent like a good year and a half of my life working hard as fuck. And then after that, I completely forgot what the hell it was all for. I was like, all right, bet, I'm working. And then I finally looked up and niggas was like, we're going to Japan. And I was like, you know what? That's what the fuck I was working for. So I'm trying to be outside a little bit more this year. You know, I'm trying to actually reap the fruits of my labor.
Because like, yo, especially Stefan, like with Stefan, I've been really proud of him because it's like when he found his calling as like for Twitch, I saw him go crazy, and it's like seeing you kind of like, for me it's like, yo, our dreams are like actualizing themselves right now. Like,
but I hope we get to run like another pod like in a few months to look back at this, because I feel like we got a lot of dope
I'd be down.
moments.
in the next few months we gonna come back. Yeah, we don't fuck with each other.
Wait, what are your top icks? I have one. It's not a severe ick. A guy that can't handle his liquor. I heard that a lot from women. Actually, I lied. It's a big ick. This guy that I was really into, and we went out with a group of people, and he got so drunk he was throwing up. The next day, it was as if I never had feelings for this guy. I could not even remember what I liked about him.
Marintia, Eiko.